it takes vulnerability for us to be willing to loosen our grip, to be willing to surrender control. It also takes an immense amount of courage to do that too. The more we can resist the culture that says be in control and the lie that we are in control, because we actually know that we're not, the more we actually don't feel the need to try and clamber up this pole that is impossible to get up, then I'm going to be in control. I think the healthier our souls will be. And so we see vulnerability is turned in Jesus's life from a liability to a virtue, to a strength, to fuel. To have God come down into earth in this story as the most vulnerable thing possible in human form, which is an infant, and then had this vulnerability of going to the cross and dying, and the vulnerability of being in relationships, of being betrayed, of being let down, of loving and not being loved back. That vulnerability is hard, and there's a cost to it, but it is so critical, I think, for us in our culture today to see the beauty of vulnerability, because I think that's another thing that helps breed compassion and curiosity and community.
My yoga mat was the first place that I ever felt safe. Not the church, not my home life, not relationships. It was my yoga mat. I did a lot of reflection on, well, why is that? When you roll out your yoga mat, the yoga mat is not judging you, it's just holding you. The yoga mat is a place where all emotions are okay. Anger, sadness, excitement, joy, tears, all of that is safe on your yoga mat. Your yoga mat can hold if you fail and fall out of a headstand flat on your back, and it also can hold you as you lift off for the first time and succeed in that. I practice yoga on my own, in my own space, but I also join in community, whether that's a virtual community or I actually go to a place. And so I set out my safe space, my yoga mat within the community, but I'm surrounded by people who are also setting up their own safe space, their yoga mats. They're doing their own personal practice, but in community. And so there's this energy, there's this idea that I'm not practicing alone, that others are also engaging in this practice of transformation, that whatever is happening on their mat is okay, and I can hold space for that, as well as if they look over and see me crying or pounding on my mat, that they're gonna know that that's okay too. And in all of that, it's held by compassion. Because as I am offering myself compassion, I'm also learning how to offer others that same level of compassion.